Hello, my beautiful crafty crochet friends. I have the best project for you so far. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited to do this one because it is perfect for scrap yarn, and I know we all have a ton of that. So here's an example of these cute little flowers we'll be making today. I like to use them as coasters, but you know, as I'm sitting here looking at them, they would be so cute, like sewn onto a granny square. That would be such a cute idea. Ugh. Get that dog hair out of there. Oh my gosh. But yeah, super cute, right? And it's like the perfect size. I have a little glass right here to show like how it fits on a cup. So honestly, it's like the perfect size, and it is totally scrap yarn friendly. So let's just get right into it. You'll need 2 shades, or you could just do one color if you really wanted to, but it looks super cute with 2, so I use 2 different colors of yarn. I'm using a size H or 5mm crochet hook. We need a pair of scissors and an optional tapestry needle for weaving in those ends. And yeah, I love this project. Let's just get right into it, shall we? I'll put these cuties to the side. So this is, again, perfect for scrap yarn. So this is the little bit I'll be using. This is a size 4 yarn. I'm just using acrylic. I think it would be better with cotton, but honestly, whatever you have, let's just do it because it's not picky. You can use whatever you want, okay? So yeah, here's the colors I'll be using today, and let's dive right in, shall we? I'm a big fan of this cute little pink, so I'll be using this. I'm going to start with a magic ring. So for the magic ring, we're going to point our fingers like this, put the yarn over, block it with our thumb, make an X, block it again, flip our fingers over, we go under the first one, grab up that second yarn, and pull it up. Then we're going to do a chain, and you just did a magic ring. Congratulations, you did magic. It's pretty awesome. Next, we are going to single crochet 5 times into this ring. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And oh my gosh, this is my favorite part. Ready? We just grab the tail. Oh my gosh. Hold on. We got a hair. Hair alert. This always happens. I love my dog, but geez. Okay, anyways, we're gonna grab this tail. We're just gonna pull gently until it's snug, like so. And then we are gonna complete this round by slip stitching into this first V, which is the first single crochet. So we're just going to slip stitch by pulling through and then pulling through again. Beautiful. Off to a great start, okay? So we're going to chain 1 again, and we're going to do an increase all the way around. If you don't know what an increase is, it's just 2 stitches in each stitch. So I'm going to start with 1, and then 2, and that's an increase. So we're just going to do that all the way around for 10 stitches in total. I hope that makes sense. We had 5 before, and since we're doing 2 in each, we'll end up with 10. Let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Beautiful. So now all we need to do is slip stitch into this first one. Ignoring the chain 1, we're going straight into that first single crochet. I know it's awkward because it looks like we're skipping a stitch, but trust the process, okay? There. And then it's kind of hidden, that stitch that it looks like we skipped. So it's all good. So that's round 2. Let's move on to round 3. We're going to do increases all the way again. So We had 10 stitches in this previous round. After we finish this one, it's going to be 20. So there's 1, 2, just increasing all the way around, okay? We should have 20 stitches by the time we're done with this one. Okay, let's double check. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Beautiful. Next, we are going to just insert. You could just cut the yarn right here after doing slip stitch, but I like to save a little bit of time. So one little hack that I do, instead of cutting yarn and just like adding a new one, I kind of just slip stitch it on there, if that makes sense. Let me see. So using a tail that's about like 3 or 4 inches or so, I just grab it with my hook and inserting into this first stitch, I'm just going to pull it through that one and then pull it through my remaining loop on the hook. And it's joined. All we have to do, I'm going to tug at it a little bit and I'm going to tug at this pink tail. Beautiful. And that's it for round number 3. I'm going to go ahead and chain 1. And then I like to weave in my ends as well, so I'm just going to grab these 2 guys and then holding those snug to the top of this rim, I'm going to yarn over, insert into this first stitch, and I'm grabbing these 2 tails too. I'm just holding them on top of the hook for now. I'm yarning over with our new color and I'm doing a half double crochet. And look, we didn't have to cut any yarn or anything. We're just weaving it with it, if that makes sense. So I'm going to continue to hold these toward the top, the rim, if you will. I'm going to keep on doing half double crochets all the way around. I'm just holding this to the top so we can weave it in as we're going. So I'm going to keep going all the way around, just doing 1 stitch in each stitch. 1 stitch in each stitch? Yeah. And then we should have 20 half double crochets when we're done with this row. This is row number 4. 20 half double crochets. Like we're almost done. I'm going to go ahead and count. Let's see, we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Forgot how to count for a second. And then we're going to ignore this chain and work right into the next one, which is this first half double crochet. We're just going to do a simple slip stitch and that's joined. Perfect. Moving on up to round number 5, and this is when we're going to start to get that petal shape going on. So this is very exciting. We're getting there. I think we have this one and another row, so 7 rows in total, so only a couple more to go, okay? We're going to start by making a single crochet in the same place as our slip stitch. So we're going to do that first single crochet. And then in these next 2, we're going to do a trio of double crochet. So we're going to do 3 in each of these next 2 stitches. So there's 1, 2, oop, my yarn's getting snagged on my ring. I hate when that happens. And 3. And then we're going to do that again in this next stitch. We got 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. And then we have our single crochet to finish it. So it's kind of like a single crochet sandwich. You know, we have the single crochet, which is the bread, and then we got this first 3, which is the jelly, and then the second 3, which is the peanut butter, you know? And then we have the other piece of bread, which is the single crochet. Oops, hit my camera. Sorry about that. So we're just gonna keep making sandwiches, I guess, all the way around. So I'll do another one with you. We got our bread, which is the single crochet. And then we got 3 double crochet, which is the jelly. Yum. There's 2. And here's number 3. We're going to do that one more time. 1. Come on, buddy. There we go. And 2. And 3. Beautiful. And then we got our other piece of bread, the single crochet. Cool. So all we got to do is repeat that. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3 more times. So I'll go ahead and finish that now. Okay, and here's our last single crochet, our last piece of bread, if you will. And we can start to see the shape forming a little bit. Oh my gosh, so cute. Okay, take a little moment to pat yourself on the back because look at what you did. So cute. Oh my gosh. Okay. So freaking cute. So we can go ahead and end this round. What is this? Round 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Round 5. Let's go ahead and slip stitch to this first one. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit sickies right now. I'm all sniffly. Okay, we did our slip stitch. Moving on to round 6, we are going to insert into the same place and do our first single crochet. Beautiful. And then in the next stitch, we are going to do another single crochet. And then we will do an increase of half double crochet. So in this next one, we're going to do 2 half double. Beautiful. And then in these next 2, we're going to do an increase of double crochet. So we're going to do 1 and 2. And then in the next one, 1 and 2. Then we're going to do our increase of half double crochet. Got 1 and 2. Beautiful. And then we're going to do 1 single crochet. We're going to do a slip stitch. We're going to single crochet 1, and then we'll do another one. And then we pretty much repeat that all the way around. So just like we did right here, we're going to repeat that all the way around. So we just did our 2 single crochet. Next we have our half double crochet increase. So there's 1 and 2. These next 2 are going to be an increase, a pair of double crochet. So we have our 1 and 2. Then we'll do our 1 and 2. Beautiful. I'm getting myself some more yarn here. And then, let's see, that was our double crochet. So then we'll do our pair of half doubles. 1 and 2. And then we'll do our 1 single crochet and slip stitch. And then we just repeat that process 3 more times. And then we're done. Oh my gosh. Cutest little project ever, right? And it didn't take that much time. It didn't take that much yarn. It's gonna be great. So I'll go ahead and finish this and meet you when I'm done. Okay, that was our last single crochet. I'm going to end with our little slip stitch. Oop, I lost it. Let me just try that again. There we go. And I'm just gonna pull it. Oh my gosh. Y'all, we did it. We did it. Beautiful. It's so cute. Okay, all we gotta do now, and look at, oh my gosh, we don't even have that many ends to weave in. It's so nice. I love it. I love it so much. So I'm gonna grab my trusty, rusty scissors. I'm going to cut this pink one. I had it attached that whole time. And then I'm going to cut this little purple one. I'm going to pull it through. I'm gonna tighten it a little bit. I'm gonna grab my handy dandy tapestry needle. I love this little guy because it's perfect for yarn. You can just tuck it right in there. And then, you see where we did this little slip stitch to begin with? I'm just going to go through both of those, pull it through, and beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, and then we're gonna flip it over. Gonna make sure this is okay. And let's see, I'll go to this side. I'll start right here. I'll just stick it through here. I kind of just go wherever when I'm weaving in the ends. It doesn't really matter where you go, as long as it's a few yarn rows deep. I don't know how to describe it. But like, for example, I just go through here. I like to go through like the increases we did because there's a lot of yarn to be snugged into. So I'll go that way once, and I skip over the first one that I went into, and then I work backwards, and I'll just go through here. And yeah, that boy isn't coming out, so that'll be nice. And then we could just trim our ends. There's one, here's our magic ring, 2, and then these guys, number 3. Beautiful. Look at, we didn't even have that much ends. I love it. Oh my gosh. And let's admire what we did. Guys, that's it. I was wrong. It's not even 7 rounds, right? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness. It's only 6 rounds. I love it. So let's see which ones we have so far. Here's what we got. Isn't it so cute? Isn't this like such a cute little pattern? I just love it. And I'm sure there's a way we can attach them somehow. It'd be so cute if we can make like a placemat of this somehow. I don't know how we would do that because this doesn't really line up that well. But anyways, that's it for this pattern, and I hope you loved it. If you did like this video, a like would really help me out. And if you want to see more content, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a video. And if there's something you want to see in particular, just let me know in the comments, okay? And until next time, friends, I'll see you later. Bye. Have a great day. See you later.